Well, guys, I picked this up the other day, so I figured I'd put it on real quick before I lose it, or forget where I put it. Where am I here? Excuse me. Didn't mean to jump in front of you. This is the SIG 556. And I think what I'm going to do is get rid of this and try this. We'll see. We will see now, won't we? So let me get some tools. Let me see here. Let me see. Do I have a small enough tool to do this? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, let me bring these over. Maybe I'll have one in here. I don't know. I know the ones with the handles on them are not small enough. Just got to fit this one because, oops, nope. There we go. Somewhere along the line, I've got what I need for this one. But now that I have these here, I might as well just look through these instead of looking for the right one. I'll sit here and putz, trying to find the right one. There we go. Well, that was easy enough. Ta-da! The only thing I like about this is it has a little extra on the bottom. Yeah. I never really kept anything in it though, but it was there, which was nice. But is this not going to fit? Oh, this has a little thing too. I bet you I didn't buy it for a Picatinny. I bet that's a weaver. That'll work. Unfortunately, as usual though, it's got to slide on. It's not going to slide on because I don't have room here. So I have to take this off. Cleaning kit. So let's get that off. What are you gonna do? If it ain't one thing, it's another. You know what though? It's kind of my fault. I haven't had this gun out in a while. So I forgot it actually. So. But now that I have it out, I will remember. However, I will remember. However, good. It's going to work. So let me take this screw out completely here, because that's what it wants. And let's put this on here without losing anything. Well, where do I want it? Huh, well if I put that where I want it, I'm not going to have room for legs. Well, we'll see how we like it, and that'll kind of tell us what we're going to like or not like, or want or not want. So we'll take it one step at a time. Oh, you're not watching me do anything, are you? You're just watching my dirty sleeves. Well, I told the story the other day on the way home from the range about Mike. His family afterwards, you know, when they were talking, which was, you know, after the funeral and everything, they were trying to figure out actually what went wrong. Now, it's not that they were trying to put the blame on anybody. They were just trying to figure out what went wrong. Now, again, I wasn't there, but any of you guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a gun expert to know what went wrong. It was all totally Mike's fault. That's all there is to say. That's it. You know, he screwed up. He was wrong and it fucked up. But one of the explanations was, now this happened years back, so, you know, if you had your gun on and you wanted to carry it into a hospital or something like that, it wasn't a bad thing. However, they did want to know if you had one on you and such, and the security would want to check it. So the way I understand it, somebody was with him that morning, and he had gone to the hospital to visit somebody, and when he showed his gun to security racked it to see if there was one in the pipe or not, and Mike apparently did not carry one in the pipe, but when he racked it, naturally, what did he do? He put one in the pipe. Mike, again, not knowing all that much about guns apparently, took the gun back and put it in his pocket. Now this was said by somebody that was with him. And again, knowing Mike, you know, if you were to look at his gun and rack one and then hand it back to him, he'd still be talking to you, take it back and put it in his pocket while he's talking to you, not even paying attention as to if the safety is on or anything, because that's just the way Mike was. So I can kind of see that happening with Mike. So if he did go to the emergency room or to the hospital to visit somebody, and this gentleman that was with him explained it the way that it happened, it's a strong possibility that the security chambered one. And lock on or lock off, you know, safety at this point, on or off, you know, really doesn't make a difference if Mike doesn't want to check it and just put it in his pocket. Now, again, what's that have to do with it? Nothing. Because Mike should have known better to start with. Like I say, the family wasn't looking to harm anybody or sue anybody over the mistake that happened, but they were just trying to figure out how it happened. you know, and you don't want to tell him at the time, you know, and, well, you know, Mike was just an idiot. You know, he didn't pay attention to anything, and he broke every rule in the book. Whoops, excuse me, guys. So, that's like a part 2 of that story. I don't know, again, how true it is. I'm never really going to know. That's good. Good, she's locked in there. Everything's good. Problem being is, though, not going to be able to put legs on. And if I put them up here, they're going to be in the way of the magazine. If I put them here, they're going to be in the way of that. So, we will see. All I can do is try it. Now, I didn't use the pod that much to start with. However, I did use it occasionally. That was one of those things that was just nice to have, especially if you're tired and you still want to pop a few. But as a rule, I either stand or kneel, so therefore I'm either, you know, free-handing it or resting it on myself. I don't mind using myself as a tripod because I'm always there with it, so it's not an add-on. So I am thinking of taking the front sling thing here off. I don't know yet. Again, I haven't used this in a while, so I couldn't tell you. What couldn't I tell you? I don't know. I guess I just couldn't tell you. I am thinking of getting a set of offsets, though, and maybe moving the scope off to the side. The problem being, though, is if I do that, we're going to have a problem here. So I would have to move it to the other side, which is not really an issue. Or just put a set of the sights off to the side. You know, I'm kind of an iron sight guy myself. I kind of go for the sights more than I do the scope and things. Don't get me wrong, the scope's a lot of fun and it's nice, and it definitely has its usage and its advantages. You know, and I do use it. This is that PFI made by Pry Fowler, which is a nice piece. But as a rule, I like to more or less always concentrate on what's there. The sights, as a rule, are not going to let you down unless you've bent the shit out of them or something. But even then, you know, you don't have to worry about the battery going dead on it. Now, it's not co-witnessed with the scope. Well, you're not going to notice it anyway with the scope. So, I may just take that and flop that one down, the front one here. And I've got the standoff someplace, the 45s, and I don't know where they are though, but I know I got them. So it might be worth it in the long run just to, there we go. What's in here? I don't know. What is it that I have? Oh, I've got one. Well, that'll put me a red dot. So, it'll do me a red dot. Yeah, it will. Anyway, guys, I guess I don't have a pair of them here. Would that handle fit in there? Probably not. No. Yeah, not with the rest of the stuff. The other stuff's a little bit more important. So, So let me put this in here. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're not looking at anything, are you? I'm sorry. But you watch my videos, you get used to that. There's our legal magazine that we carry, if I was going to carry this. Excuse me, guys. Let's put this in here too for now. I don't want to bang up the magazines too much. They do take abuse, but why abuse them? They get enough abuse when they're at the range. So, well, more magazines. I'm in another pocket over here, by the way. There's more magazines in that one. So, those have got the 30 rounders in it. I don't know what's in this one. More magazines. Okay. It's like they say, you can never have enough. So, I guess I got like 12 of them with me. Now, my dilemma is, where should I put the legs for now? I got a deal on this case. I guess I can stick them in there. No, I can't. About a 30-minute ride or better. We have a large gun shop that's been around for a long time. Hoffman's. And it's up in the Berlin Turnpike area, Newington area. And they're the ones that were having all the problems with the governors, or not the governor, but Tricky Dicky standing in front of them with the news camera saying how they want to stop them from selling ARs until the law was changed. So, meanwhile, he had tons of them in stock. So we knew that wasn't going to happen. But anyway, they were in another store at one time, a smaller place that they used to own, and they built a new one. Not that long ago, actually. I'm going to say maybe 3 years, 4 years. Well, yeah, about 3 years. Again, you know how I am with time, guys. So, but anyway, the old store was actually about 1,000 feet down the street on the opposite side from where the new store was. I found the place to put the legs. So that's where the old store lied. Well, the old store was large enough to where they were able to subdivide it into 2 other stores. One of them, an old Army and Navy surplus took over, either one side. The other side, another gun shop took it over. Which was a smart move, because, you know, people still went there thinking that Hoffman's was still there. The problem being is, a lot of guys open up these gun shops thinking that they're going to make a lot of money right off the bat. And it's really not going to happen that way. And the other thing is, you gotta move your stock around. You know, you gotta keep stock coming in. You just can't have the same stock. Like our local store over here. But anyway, let's get back to Hoffman's for a minute. And this. The store that moved into the Hoffman's old building that has these and had them hanging up on sale. So I grabbed one. Now I don't remember, here we go again, on what I paid for it, to be honest with you. I think I paid like $59 for it, but I'm not positive. There may be a video out there when I bought it, I'm not sure, but I think I paid $59 for it. Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood, I guess. But it's a nice bag. I like it. I had to buy another one for the wife, for her stag. She's got the 2T. She wanted an 8, but the law passed before we had a chance to get one. The difference is the 8 is piston. This is piston as well. Personally, I like the piston. It definitely is a nicer unit. I don't know, it just feels different when it shoots. You know, and it's definitely clean, easy to clean. It's a cleaner gun. But I like the piston. But anyway, I got that there. And the new Hoffman's opened up down the street. And they pretty near tripled the size of what they had. And they put in a full-size indoor range, which is nice. And it's a very safe range to go to. It's a range that I wouldn't mind having one of my students go to, you know, right after they got their permit and such, because the ranger officer there, one, knows what he's doing. Two, he stays on them all the time. Not to where he stays on them to bother them, but if he sees them doing something, he knows how to handle it. He politely takes care of it. He knows that they're there to enjoy themselves, and at that point, you know, he treats everybody with respect. So it's a good range. Their prices, everything is whatever they tell you. You know, if the manufacturer puts a tag on it, that's what they're going to sell it for. You know, so you don't see any great deals out of it, but it's a good place to go. And the inventory is always full, always new, always something. Yeah. Now the store that just opened up nearby, it's a smaller store. It's a nice place. It's a nice ma-pa. Well, I'm not saying ma-pa store, but it's really not. You know, it's husband and wife. You know, they own the store. You know, one of the brothers is there as well. You know, and it's a nice, clean store. Well maintained, well laid out. But their guns haven't changed. It seems like their rifles are in and out a little bit. I don't pay too much attention to the rifles, only because, you know, I do have a few, but until the laws change back, or until I bring some up from Florida, because I've got guns in Florida, you know, I got to see what I got down there. So I don't really buy too many rifles anymore, but handguns. You know, there's still a list of maybe 7 that I want to pick up this year. So, but when I go in there, you know, it's always the same guns, and it doesn't look like when they sell something that they're replacing it. And if they do replace it, you know, they're replacing it with things that they like or they think it's going to sell. And I can understand that, because I was in business, you know, and sometimes when you first start, you haven't got the money to, holy shit, I'm 23 minutes in.